Shalom. Let's start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to those fillet, expressions truth. Cross four comes of true said charity. I rest the brother Omar Abad from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Real quick, let me make this a quick sit down, just going to about, how, the people of this world, so-called Negro, Latino, Nasalate, just how, the people of this world, the outlook of the Lord, I can say, understanding of the Lord, and they outward look of this world, especially our people, so-called Negro, Latino, natives, Israelites, they so caught up into the things of this world, they don't really have an understanding, a spiritual understanding of the Lord, or they don't really want to get to know the Lord, for like, want me understanding the Lord to get the knowledge, understanding through the scriptures from the men of great millstone, first and foremost, from the apostles, others, and the sister brothers, teaching the word through the spirit power Yahweh, through the spirit power Yahweh Shai, to receive like to receive the spiritual understanding of the word of the Lord, but 2/3 are the Lord Yahweh Shai got 2/3 of our nation of Israel blind to it. Cause Lord I want them to get it, so Lord can have a reason to judge them, because once they hear the word or run to the men of the Lord or how it may be, they had no excuse, because they heard the truth, and if they did not receive it or they didn't take serious heed to it, then they'll be marked for death, So I'm gonna get into is Romans 8:6. For it to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So to be carnally minded is death, is currently minded is death. So you so-called Negro, Latino, natives, you Israelites that are so into this world and to want to be glorified, or to establish your name, or to establish yourself, or to build in this kingdom of the so-called white man Esau Edomite's kingdom. It's gonna be death, because this world is ran by the wicked, and the wicked is the so-called white man Esau Edom, and the Lord is not with this kingdom, He's not with this rulership. He's not with the ways of this world, The ways of this world is death, because who bring a lot of who's death, who's in rulership right now that brings death and lies and deceptions. It's the so-called white man Esau Edom. So the Lord is not with this rulership, because Lord's about life and not death, So you so-called Negro, Latino, natives, 2/3, y'all enjoy being in this world, y'all want to be in the mindset and philosophy and of this world, then it's gonna lead to nothing but death, because at the end you try to establish your name, or you try to get rich in this world, or get rich, make money, whatever it may be, ball out. Eventually it's gonna fade away, and eventually, like I say, you gonna find yourself getting judged by the Lord, because Lord's not with this, with this kingdom and this rulership, for you to be, especially you so-called Negro, Latino, natives, Israelites, you don't understand that Lord Yahweh Shai, it's not with your comfortability of to be comfortable in this society too. I say, you could do good for for a while, do good, make money, get benefits and all that. Then all of a sudden, boom, you're judged by the Lord, or something happens, where you get put to death. It's all judgment on the Lord. So that tells you that this ain't forever. Or like say you get a little notoriety, fame, whatever, and then 15 minutes of fame, and then that fades away. You know, and the people and the women that you had at first, that gonna fade away. Your money gonna dwindle because you're still under the curses. Uh, that's gonna go away. So it's not like a forever thing. It's not nothing that you could really you really shouldn't even put your stock into this world of the so-called white man. You saw Edom's kingdom because it's corrupt, and you know it's not it's not good for you to prosper. It's not good for you to prosper in this society, in this kingdom, because it's nothing but a lot of crooks, a lot of crooked ways and snakes. You try to get something, you try to make money, then all of a sudden get taken away from you by these devils eating mics. But but yeah, to be spiritual minded is life. So you got to be spiritual in this walk. Of the Lord. Once you come to the knowledge of the Lord, you know, and not be carnal. Don't be in the outward. Don't be in the mindset of this world. Be in the mindset of this truth and knowledge of the Lord. Yahweh Shai. Be get into the word and read, or listen to apostles, elders of the great millstone to get understanding. But like I say, it's only for the elect though. That's gonna get this knowledge. Not all Israel. It's not gonna get this knowledge because Lord only want those and really He knows seriously minded and spiritually He know that's gonna really stay with this knowledge and stay true to this word, and not even if you do come in, like say everything in the will of the Lord, He'll snare you in because He wants you, so that way he definitely have a reason to judge you if you do fall out, you know. But it's all about you being spiritual. Being spiritual minded is life and peace. You could not have much in this world, but if you have the wisdom, wisdom and knowledge, understand the Lord or the Yahweh Shai, then it's all you need, man. And in the brotherhood, if you have brothers like minded, they understand the same thing, then that's big too. That's great, that's a plus. Me myself, I'm grateful to have the brothers I'm laboring with to have the same mind, and we together. We understand these words of the Lord spiritually. We understand what's to come, what's gonna happen, and so forth, man. And call Lord Yahweh Shah, all praises to Yahweh Shah for this knowledge, and like I say, we always say double honors to the apostles elders, and the apostle elders that been teaching and laboring for years. It's a word to get understanding. Double honors, all praise to the apostles and elders. But let me see. Matter of fact, let me go to Jeremiah 9:23. Thus said the Lord. Thus said the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. So Lord Yahweh Shai, He said, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom. In his wisdom, So, so the Lord said, hey, don't glory in your wisdom. But reading on, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. So yeah, Lord said, hey, don't glory in your wisdom, don't glory in your might, don't glory in your riches. But on this verse, Jeremiah 9:24, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and know of me, that I am the Lord Yahweh Shai, which exercises love and kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth. For these the things that I delight, said the Lord Yahweh Shai. So I say, let this man glory in this, that he know that I am the Lord, know the Lord, they understand the Lord's judgment, love, kindness, and the love, kindness is that mercy of, Lord giving you this knowledge, understanding His word, and bring you out the mindset of the ways of the word, and bring you really to the bring you to the understanding of what the Lord is really about, understand why, somebody gets killed, or, understand the Lord is not all about love. It's a balance. He's a balanced power, you know. Um, he's a power to be feared, not just loved, and so forth, man, uh, you know, having wisdom of his knowledge and not of the world, you know, because the world teaches you contrary to what thus say the Lord. These churches, these universities, whatever it may be, they don't really have the spirit on them to really go into this book. You gotta have the spirit of the Lord. Yahweh Shai gotta be with you to really get the understanding of His word, and to really actually accept that Lord. He kills, He make alive. You know, so not getting into your emotions. Like this world, it puts that feminine vibration of you get into your emotions. You know, and men, our men, starting with the so-called Negro, Latino, Native men, have gotten into their emotions, but that's all due to the so-called white man Esau Edom, taking the fathers out of the household and letting the moms try to raise the the kids, the children, the boys, without no father, and they don't know. The boys grow up not knowing how to really be a man, having to not being your emotions, and really think with logic, facts, and really just have understanding about situation without really getting to your emotions. Leave out your emotions when it comes to situations. But this world teaches contrary to that of the Lord, and and most of our men, when they hear that the Lord kills, and he judges. But when they hear the man of the Lord from the apostle, elders, and brethren teaching this word of great millstone, telling that the Lord kills, He brought judgment on that person or the celebrity, whatever it may be, they get offended. But we saying thus said the Lord. When you saying thus said, the apostle, elder, brother, me, we saying thus said the Lord. Hey, the Lord said this, according to the Bible, not us. But you get into your emotions, and the Lord not dealing with, being emotional when it comes to understanding the Lord. You just got to accept it for what it is. But from there, go back to Romans 8:7. But because the carnal minded is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So yeah, carnal minded. So Lord hating a carnal minded a person, a people. He hates that, man. To be caught up in this world, in your flesh. It's all about being more spiritually than being carnal. To be caught up in the ways of this wicked kingdom, man. Cause I say again, the Lord Yahweh Shai is not with this world, not with this rulership, cause like I say, it teaches the ways of it teach you and leads you in the path of death, which, like I said, a lot of our people, so-called Negro, Latino, natives, are really indulge and continue to go in that direction of death. Like I say again, they could do well for a minute, get benefits in this world, then boom, that judgment comes from the Lord. Boom, get killed, or how it may be. They get into the wicked acts of doing what the Lord Yahweh is against. According to the word and scripture, and that's gonna lead to death. It's not gonna lead to life and have an understanding to, know the Lord and His judgment, His laws, His commandments. To really how to live life, how to live your life in a righteous mindset, spiritually righteous mindset. But I say 2/3. Lord don't want all of Israel to get it, so it's just meant to be for 2/3 just to get that judgment from the Lord. And if they do hear it or come into the truth, they come to the truth. Whoever come to the truth and fall out, then it was that 2/3 number. That one of the Lord's. Because Scripture say if they was of us, they would continue. They would continue to teach and stay in the brotherhood, stay in a congregation, of this truth and knowledge, understanding, But if you fall out, then you gonna be remain in the congregation of the dead, and that's gonna lead to your death. But from there, go to 1 Corinthians 12:2. Now we have received not the spirit of this world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us from the Most High. So yeah. So the elect, and hopefully I'm part of the number, that the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino nations have not received the spirit of this world. The false deception and the lies and the corruption and so forth that the so-called white man Esau Edom has pushed, and to have the mindset of you got to be an NBA player, rap star, or whatever it may be, to make it in this society, a dope boy, whatever it may be. They push out there to the so-called Negro Latino nations, like, this is the way for you to succeed in America. Do this. Be a blunt smoking, codeine addict, drink lean and, do this and do that, and then you'll make it, be a sellout to your people, act a ass or act a monkey, that's what you might so-called white man, the so-called white man push, and that's gonna lead to this whole bunch of problems and death, because it's carnal mind, it's not spiritual, To be spiritual is peace, and life is peace and life, and and not to be indulged in wickedness and wild beastly acts, like like animals acting wild, and that's how Jake be acting wild, out of control. They had no control of their spirit. They don't know how to let's say emotions, they get into their emotions, or try to talk to a man, a so-called Negro Latino man, they get into their emotions. We try to break them, try to give them understanding of the world, or some advice, whatever it may be, and then they start going crazy, yelling at the top of their young lungs, and not really just, hey, soak it in. Hey, if you don't want to take the advice, then so be it. That's on you, But it could be something that could be a benefit to you to change your life, but if you don't take it, that's on you. You want to stay in the path that you're going, it's gonna lead you to death, straight to the grave. And to not really have wisdom, and to know when to be patient, and to not and not try to live fast in this world, because this world teach you especially in this world teach you to live fast, and I gotta have it now, and that's not the way the Lord deal. Lord's about patience, and and for you to flourish, like when a tree is first planted, it don't flourish like that. It takes time, years, for it to actually flourish and grow and see the fruits that it produces out of the ground. So that's how Lord works. But the so-called white man Esau Edom society works, with that fast pace, gotta have it now, microwavable society, and then that's what our people so accustomed to, not knowing that's not gonna, you gonna crash and burn. I say gonna lead you straight to the like I said, to the ground, because you going too fast, you moving too fast. You don't know that you heading for a dead end, and this way America heading to it's heading for a dead end. And you so-called Negro Latino nations, just because this place kind of reopened a little bit, whatever it may be, that don't mean judgments and the time of Jacob's trouble is not at hand. That don't mean the apostles and the brethren telling the truth of the Lord through the spirit power Yahweh Shai, it's not gonna come to pass. Like we've been telling you, the time of Jacob's trouble is the beginning, though. It's gonna get worse, man. You know, food shortages finna come. You know, martial law is gonna be pushed on you, whether you like it or not, because these devils want their agenda to be pushed. So the things that we tell you through the spirit power, through the spirit power, y'all about to shot from apostles and brethren. Hey, this is life. You know, we're giving it to you, but you're rejecting it, so it's gonna lead to your death. But next verse, 1 Corinthians 12 and 13, which things also we speak not in the words which man wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, compare spiritual things to spirituals. So it's all about how shit. If you got a spirit of Yahweh Shah on you, the wisdom that a man teaches, hey, it's just veins come out of his mouth, blah blah blah. But if he ain't got nothing to back up with the scripture, thus saith the Lord. If he can't quote a scripture, thus saith the Lord, what the thus saith the Lord said, not me. My words don't mean shit. My words don't prosper. Like the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shah word gonna prosper to you to spiritually feed you. Like I say, and from the apostles and brethren, like, hey, we just the messengers, giving you the message through the spirit, through the spirit power, Yahweh Shah. Whether you receive it or not, you know, it's for your benefit or it's for your benefit. It could be for it or not. But you just gotta be spiritual. But if you're not spiritual, carnal, and just in your emotions, and then Lord ain't gonna deal with you. Unless you come around, unless you pray to the Lord. But hey, the Lord gotta open your mind, really open your mind spiritually to really see the knowledge of the Lord. But next verse, 1 Corinthians 12:14. But the natural man receiving not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So, the Lord just didn't really give you the Spirit. He didn't put the Spirit on you to really get the knowledge. Because it's foolish unto you, because you look at apostle, elders, and men, a great millstone teaching his word. Trying to give you the breakdown. You look at us crazy when we tell you that thus said the Lord through the Spirit. This is what it's saying. What this was going into the breakdown. Some of it could just be simple, plain, but it can still be foolish on the 2/3 of so-called Negro-Latino natives, Israelites. They'll look at you crazy, but they spiritually discerned. They don't have the Spirit, no, they carnal. They of the word. They mind the things of the flesh. They don't want to really spiritually invest or spiritually really sacrifice. I say sacrifice the things of this world, in their flesh, the things that they lust off in the flesh, to really get into the knowledge of the Lord, and time to just understand the mysteries, and the deep things, or not trying to get deep, but the like I said, the mysteries and the wisdom, and how to really go about your life, and know what's to come, and how to move in this knowledge of the Lord. How to conduct yourself, as a man. So, but they, Stone, like I said, Stone with the so-called Negro Latino Native men, they just lost. 2/3 are lost, but the elect men of Israel, Israelites, or so-called Negro Latino natives, have received it. And me myself, hopefully, I keep this knowledge, and it stay on upon me, and I keep teaching and keep pushing, and staying in the brotherhood, staying in order, it's hopefully, and just to the end, to this so-called white man Esau Edomite's word is completely done away with when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns, and wipe it off the face of the earth, and take these devils out of power, and won't be in power no more, But with that, hope that was edifying, understanding. So, again, I like to get all praises on glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakim brothers, to the few Akawaf, Sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahweh Shai, keep fighting with that. Say shalom.